And if you fall for the little okie doke, you will get finessed, okay? So I highly recommend that if you want to get a good exchange rate, that you go into the city. They will snatch you up, okay? So
Shawty giving Esther, but she fed up. Searching for a king to hold it down. All this time you been waiting your turn. They can never take what's yours. It's already written, baby, girl, don't trip.
Hey queens, it's your girl Tayani Elise, and if you don't like it, peace, and I'm back with another video. Today we are going to be talking about things I wish I knew before I traveled to Colombia. For the girls that's going on a girls trip, vacation, it's just some things that I think y'all need to know, okay? So y'all can have a great time and stay safe. And I'm not going to spend too much talking, so without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first thing is Rappi. So for y'all that don't know, Rappi is like the DoorDash or Grubhub over there. We were actually lucky to come across this because we had a lady who was like working within our Airbnb who like cleaned up everything and things like that. And she is the one who introduced us to it. Lifesaver, game changer, especially if you just want to chill and it's late night, you just want to hang out with everyone and you don't want to go out anywhere for that moment. It's just a great place to get food delivered to you, whether it's groceries or snacks or anything like that. The next one is people drive crazy. Like, oh my gosh, and I'm really not exaggerating. It gives, like, what's that thing, like Subway Surfer? That's kind of what it's like. I remember one time we were driving, this guy was going so fast, like our Uber driver was going so fast that he like hopped over a curb. When I tell you we like went flying, I'm not exaggerating. And he literally had to get out his car to check and make sure it was okay. Like, everyone there just drives so crazy, so just stay safe, kids, okay? The third thing to know is about the exchange rate. So for every $1 US, that equals about 3,900 Colombian pesos. It may be different by the time you watch this video. I think it constantly changes, but that's what it is about. I highly recommend that if you want to get a good exchange rate, that you go into the city because the airport is going to rip you off 100%. So for example, I think at the airport, for every $1 US, it's supposed to be 3,900 Colombian pesos. I think at the airport, they gave you 31 Colombian pesos for every $1 US, but when we went in town, we were able to get it for like 3,600 Colombian pesos for every $1 US. So it's just a way better exchange rate. What I did is I just got $60 worth of it at the airport, just so when I left the airport, I had some type of cash for like taxis and stuff, and then we went in town to get that money. With that being said, it also takes me to number 4. Come with a bunch of cash. Like, you don't want to just be giving your card to random shops and things like that. I think it's really important just to have a bunch of cash on you and then exchange it when you get there. Highly recommend. That would be number 4 for me. Number 5 is stay together. If you're going on a group trip, do not just go separate because Colombia is very dangerous. And I think people kept telling us and we had to really get it through our minds that if you go into a random alley by yourself or if someone's trying to get you to come into a building, do not wander off from your group. They will snatch you up, okay? So that was something that people really kept emphasizing to me and my friends. I think God was really watching over us. Of like, because there was like a time in the beginning where we did wander off and our driver had to tell us, do not do that. And even the lady had to talk to us that was at our Airbnb, letting us know like this is not like a safe place for y'all to just be wandering around doing anything. So this is the time for you to keep your head on the swivel because people will snatch you up, okay? Still have fun. I want y'all to be turned with your girls, okay? Because, we had a time. But, just keep your head on the swivel and make sure y'all staying together. I don't even know what number we are on, but do not drink the water. Do not drink the water. You will begin to feel sick. It's kind of the same as Mexican DR. They have parasites in their water and they have grew up on that water. So even when I was talking to my driver and I'm like, is it okay for us to drink the water? He said, yeah, it's fine or whatever. I looked it up. Americans should not drink their water. He grew up on it, so their stomachs are used to it. But same as Mexico, when it comes to us Americans, we are not used to it. And you will be very sick and you will not have a great trip, okay? Next is always ask how much when people want to do stuff for you. I don't care where you are because that's how they get you. That you think they're doing something nice, even if they're like, don't you just want a little taste? No, you don't. Ask them how much. Ask them how much and then tell them no gracias if you don't want to pay for it. Especially, do I have that on here? Especially on Rosario Island. Oh my gosh, on Rosario Island. Actually, let's make that the next one. Rosario Island, let's talk about it. Rosario Island is a complete trap, okay? Like, they are going to get you for your money. I don't know, I'll probably try to insert a video here.
A scam! A scam! We're on Rosario Island. The food is good, but they're just scamming. Like, if someone tells you, like, they're trying to rub your shoulders, don't even let them touch you, because if they touch you a little bit, they're gonna say you owe them money. Like, everything is like, they're just trying to get money. And I know that's normal out of country, but like, we travel a lot, so this is really like bad.
I tell you, it was so many men surrounding us trying to get our money, to the point where it was kind of hard to have fun because they were surrounding us so much. So just be prepared for that. I want to give you advice that the person on our boat, our driver, was telling us. He was telling us to just stick with one person. So there's going to be a bunch of people on Rosario Island offering you jet skis, offering to get you food and all that. Stick with one person, because the more people that help you, the more people you have to tip, okay? And also, I would really recommend getting jet skis or doing jet skis using Viator instead of doing it on Rosario Island, because when it came to Rosario Island, we got scammed. Like, they tried to charge us like $50 for 15 minutes. Like, it was, if you watch my Colombia vlog, if you want to know, because it got crazy, and that vlog is so much fun. Like, I had a time, but it was a little frustrating. And then that actually takes me to my next tip. Just be prepared that you are going to get bombarded no matter where you go, because you are American, or if you are in America, they are going to bombard you trying to get you with deals. Always bargain. That's one thing I want to say to you, is always bargain. If there is something you want, tell them it's too much and tell them what you're willing to pay. Bargain, 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 okay? Because they be trying to get over on us. They be trying to get over on you, so you need to make sure that you bargain. And if you fall for the little okie doke, you will get finessed. Okay? Next tip is the street food is delicious and so much cheaper. It's way cheaper than if you go to touristy places. So we were going to touristy places, and I'm telling you, in US dollars, I was probably spending like $50, $60, which is crazy for Colombia. But if you actually go to some of the street food places, or like, I think it was like 50 meal. Oh, and for y'all that don't know that breakdown, so like meal means like 1,000 to them. But on the dollar, it's going to show $50. So if you get 50 Colombian pesos, like you'll have a 50 on a dollar bill, that really means 50,000. So that's also something to keep in mind. But for like 50 meal, we were able to get like meals for all 4 of us, which is an equivalent to like 12 US dollars. I'm telling you, that street food is the way. And with that being said, arepas, you have to get arepas, because that is what Colombia is known for. You have to go to a great arepa spot. I know on Rappi we found a great one. I wish I remembered the name of it, but I don't. But arepas are so delicious. Oh my gosh, if you go to Colombia and you don't get an arepa, you missing out. It's kind of like going to El Salvador and not getting a pupusa. But I'm going to do a video on that next. Arepas, I'm not steering you in the wrong direction. Get one. Oh, next. Peppermint lemonade. I never had heard of peppermint lemonade until I went there. Try some peppermint lemonade. I don't even know if that's a Colombian thing, but that's the place I had it. We went to some burger place. I forgot what the name of it is. I'll put it here if I can remember the name. But that pepper lemonade was so good. And last but not least, Niku in Colombia is so delicious. It is very expensive, but when I tell you it's worth the money, it's so tasty. I highly recommend. That is, I guess, I don't know if it's a touristy place or not, but that is a place that I highly recommend you going if you get a chance. Because it was expensive, but I ate down. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody's food was good. I tasted my friends. It was delicious. My stuff was delicious. Great place to go eat. That wraps up all the things I wish I knew before going to Colombia. Let me know if you want me to do another one. I'm planning on doing one for El Salvador. Let me know if there's any other places from any vlogs you saw me do that you want me to do a video on about this on. But I hope you enjoy your travels. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend. Girls, don't forget to keep it cute. And guys, don't forget to keep it handsome. Bye.
Shawty giving Esther, but she fed up. Searching for a king to hold it down. All this time you been waiting.